Hey! Welcome to today's video. If you're preparing for the IELTS exam, you know that a strong vocabulary can make all the difference. In this video, I'm going to introduce 50 words with meanings and sentence examples to describe natural disasters, helping you expand your IELTS vocabulary and improve your speaking and writing skills. Whether you're aiming for a higher band score or simply looking to enhance your language, you're in the right place. Let's dive in.
Catastrophe. An event causing great and sudden damage. The earthquake was a catastrophe for the city. The economic collapse was a global catastrophe. They prepared for the impending environmental catastrophe. Annihilation. Complete destruction. The bomb led to the annihilation of the town. Annihilation of species is a growing concern. The war resulted in the annihilation of cultural sites. Devastation. Severe and overwhelming shock or grief. The hurricane left a trail of devastation. The devastation of the forest was heartbreaking. Floods brought devastation to the rural communities. Floodplain. Flat land near a river prone to flooding. The floodplain is vital for agriculture. Building on a floodplain is risky due to floods. Floodplains often contain nutrient-rich soil. Tsunami. A long high sea wave caused by an earthquake. The tsunami destroyed coastal villages. A tsunami warning was issued after the earthquake. The aftermath of the tsunami was devastating. Wasteland. An unused area of land that has become barren. The industrial area became a wasteland. The drought turned the fields into a wasteland. Efforts to restore the wasteland began immediately. Famine. Extreme scarcity of food. The famine affected millions of people. Relief efforts were launched to combat the famine. Historical records show cycles of famine. Quake. An earthquake. The quake rattled buildings and terrified residents. After the quake, many homes were left uninhabitable. Scientists monitor the region for quake activity. Hazard. A danger or risk. Pollution is a significant environmental hazard. Construction sites pose hazards to workers. Hazard assessments are crucial in disaster management. Ruin. The physical destruction or disintegration. The ancient ruins are a major tourist attraction. The storm left many homes in ruins. They worked to preserve the historical ruins. Landslide. The sliding down of a mass of earth or rock. The landslide buried several houses. Heavy rain triggered a massive landslide. Landslides are common in mountainous regions. Drought. A prolonged period of abnormally low rainfall. The drought led to severe water shortages. Farmers struggled to cope with the drought. The drought lasted for 3 consecutive years. Displacement. The moving of something from its place. The flood caused massive displacement of people. War often results in the displacement of families. Displacement camps were set up for the affected. Risk assessment. The process of identifying and evaluating potential risks. A thorough risk assessment was conducted. Risk assessment is essential for new projects. They updated the risk assessment regularly. Cataclysmic. Relating to a violent and large-scale event. The eruption had cataclysmic effects. Cataclysmic events can change the landscape. The impact was cataclysmic in scale. Calamitous. Involving great damage or distress. The flooding had calamitous effects. Calamitous events can alter history. Their decision led to calamitous outcomes. Emergency. A serious, unexpected situation requiring immediate action. The hospital is ready for any emergency. They declared a state of emergency. Emergency services responded quickly. Contamination. The action of making something impure. Water contamination is a major concern. The spill caused widespread contamination. Food contamination can lead to health issues. Inundation. An overwhelming abundance of water or people. The city faced inundation after the storm. The inundation of tourists overwhelmed the town. The dam failure led to inundation of fields. Evacuation. The action of evacuating a person or place. The evacuation was carried out efficiently. They ordered the evacuation of the area. Evacuation plans were put into place. Calamity. An event causing great and sudden damage. The hurricane was a calamity for the region. They prepared for any possible calamity. Economic collapse can be a major calamity. Cataclysm. A large-scale and violent event in the natural world. The volcanic eruption was a cataclysm. Scientists warn of potential cataclysms in the future. The region has faced several cataclysms. Ravage. To cause severe and extensive damage to. The hurricane ravaged the coastal towns. Wildfires ravaged the forest area. The war ravaged the country's infrastructure. Conflagration. An extensive fire which destroys a lot of land or property. The conflagration spread through the city. The fire department fought the conflagration bravely. The conflagration caused significant damage. Scourge. A person or thing that causes great trouble or suffering. Disease and famine are scourges of the developing world. The scourge of war devastated the nation. Poverty remains a scourge in many areas. Aftershock. A smaller earthquake following the main shock. The city experienced several aftershocks. Aftershocks continued to shake the area. The aftershock was nearly as strong as the quake. Temblor. An earthquake. The temblor caused buildings to collapse. A powerful temblor struck the region last night. They are rebuilding after the devastating temblor. Deluge. A severe flood. The deluge flooded entire neighborhoods. They were caught in a deluge during the hike. The city prepared for the impending deluge. Salvage. To rescue or recover something of value. They managed to salvage some items from the wreck. She salvaged her project at the last minute. Efforts to salvage the historic building continue. Epicenter. The point on the Earth's surface directly above the focus of an earthquake. The epicenter was located near the coast. Damage was severe at the earthquake's epicenter. They monitored activity near the epicenter. Waterspout. A rotating column of water and spray formed by a whirlwind. The boat narrowly avoided the waterspout. A massive waterspout was visible from the shore. The waterspout dissipated before reaching land. Avalanche. A mass of snow, ice, and rocks falling rapidly down a mountainside. The avalanche buried the ski lodge. Avalanches are common in mountainous regions. The rescue team responded quickly to the avalanche. Tornado. A mobile, destructive vortex of violently rotating winds. The tornado destroyed everything in its path. Tornadoes are common in certain regions of the USA. They took shelter to avoid the approaching tornado. Cyclone. A system of winds rotating inward to an area of low pressure. The cyclone caused widespread flooding. Coastal areas are often hit by powerful cyclones. The cyclone brought heavy rains and strong winds. Eruption. The act of a volcano expelling lava, ash, and gases. The eruption of the volcano was catastrophic. Volcanic eruptions can alter the climate. The eruption spewed ash over a vast area. Blizzard. A severe snowstorm with high winds and low visibility. The blizzard blocked all the roads. They were stranded in the blizzard for hours. The blizzard brought the city to a standstill. Inferno. A large fire that is dangerously out of control. The forest turned into an inferno quickly. Firefighters battled the inferno for days. The inferno destroyed hundreds of homes. Tremor. A small earthquake or vibration. They felt a slight tremor during the night. The tremor caused minor damage to buildings. Scientists recorded a tremor in the area. Gale. A very strong wind. The gale force winds toppled trees and power lines. Sailing in gale conditions can be very dangerous. The forecast warned of severe gales. Hurricane. A storm with violent wind, typically in the Caribbean. The hurricane made landfall late at night. Many residents evacuated ahead of the hurricane. The hurricane caused massive destruction. Monsoon. Seasonal prevailing wind bringing rain, especially in South Asia. The monsoon season brings heavy rainfall. Farmers depend on the monsoon for their crops. The monsoon floods the fields every year. Mudslide. A mass of mud moving suddenly down a slope. The heavy rains triggered a mudslide. The village was buried by a massive mudslide. They are at risk of mudslides during the rainy season. Typhoon. A tropical storm in the region of the Indian or Western Pacific Oceans. The typhoon lashed the coast with high winds. Typhoons are common in this part of the world. The typhoon left a trail of destruction. Quagmire. A soft boggy area of land giving way underfoot, difficult situation. The heavy rain turned the field into a quagmire. The political situation is a quagmire of problems. They found themselves in a bureaucratic quagmire. Lahar. A destructive mudflow on the slopes of a volcano. The eruption caused a deadly lahar. Lahars can travel very fast down slopes. The village was wiped out by a sudden lahar. Sinkhole. A cavity in the ground, especially in limestone bedrock. The sinkhole appeared overnight, swallowing cars. Sinkholes can cause significant structural damage. They were forced to evacuate due to the sinkhole. Radiation. The emission of energy as electromagnetic waves. The area was evacuated due to high radiation levels. Radiation can be harmful to living organisms. They measured the radiation levels at the site. Trembler. Another term for an earthquake. The trembler shook the entire city. After the trembler, the buildings were inspected. The region is prone to frequent tremblers. Flash flood. A sudden and severe flood, typically due to heavy rain. The flash flood caught everyone by surprise. Flash floods can be very dangerous and unpredictable. They evacuated the area to avoid the flash flood. Fallout. Radioactive particles that fall to the ground after a nuclear explosion. The fallout from the explosion contaminated the area. They monitored the fallout levels closely. The fallout had long-term health impacts. Debris. Scattered fragments, typically of something wrecked. The storm left debris all over the streets. Workers cleared the debris after the earthquake. The explosion scattered debris for miles.